Welcome back. Again, we're doing a lot of advertisements this evening, and we're talking about some of the positive things that can and will happen in our community. If you're just tuning in, we had the Helping Hands Development Center here. We had August Corley Music Committee. So these are some of the events that are happening or coming up in the near future. Right now, I have two guests on. I have the DAB mediation consultant, and I also have Norfolk State University alumni here to talk about upcoming events. Can you introduce yourself and welcome to the show?
Thank you. My name is Ajawavi Ajavan. I am the Executive Director at DAB Mediation Consultant in Wilmington, Delaware.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And can you tell me, what is it that you do and what is that the Consulting Association all about? What do you...
DAB Mediation is basically a consulting mediation firm that helps single fathers navigate the court system with child support, custody. If fathers who are going through divorces, we help them understand their custody petition, custody application. We help them understand their child support. We teach them how to read the calculation correctly. We help them prepare themselves for court, how they dress, how they present themselves, how they speak, what questions to ask. So we're basically empowering single fathers to be more prepared for court.
Excellent. And after the court, they're able to go into the job market and...
Oh, definitely, definitely. The thing about DAB is it's not only, we're not only preparing them for court, we're preparing them for longevity, for long term, where they can use that same skills into the job market, go into any job and be confident. The thing about some of our single fathers are they're mostly reentry, coming out of jail. So they already have a stigma as far as having a background, a criminal background. So they're already, they have this fear of going into the job market and trying to succeed. So what we do is we prepare them. Once you've educated someone on how to dress, how to speak, how to go in and feel like they're empowered and know how to claim something, they can do that with anything. Whether they walk into the courtroom, into a job interview, they know how to conquer it. So
I noticed that a lot of people from just hearing people, they talk about they need jobs. I'm a firm believer that yes, there a lot of people do need jobs, but I think primarily they need skills, because if you get basic skills, reading, writing, arithmetic, you can then not only gain good or great employment, you can also keep that employment. You can also use the skills that you have or that you've gained and share them with the youth so that they'll be able to grow. And I think what you're doing is awesome, because a lot of our men do go through, and especially the court system, especially the judiciary system, a lot of men go through and then they become hopeless, like they don't care, I can't vote. A lot of men that you work with, are they able to vote after their
Well, depending on their status, when they come out of jail, a lot of felons cannot vote, because they lose that right. But there are other things that they can do around election time. They can encourage others to vote. They can do other things like writing their legislator about certain issues that they're concerned about. So because they have lost that status of voting, doesn't mean that they cannot participate in the voting process.
Well, I don't understand, because I understand what you're saying, but if I go to jail, I lost my right because I'm in jail. So after I come out of jail, I cannot get my rights back?
Well, it depends. Like I said, I can't really speak on that so much because I'm not really well informed on that. But I mean, this is something that they can either contact their local congressman about and speak on it, or they can contact legislator and speak about it, and see if they can overturn any decisions that has been made. But that's something that they need to lobby on. I can't really speak on the fact that when you go to jail and you lose your rights as far as voting rights, what to do and what will come out of it when you do get out of jail. But like I said, once you're out and you've lost that right to vote, you can still participate in the process, help others, to get them to vote. You can still, doesn't mean that you cannot participate in certain things.
And I'm sorry, and I asked that question because if I'm able to vote, okay, if I'm able to vote and then I run into a situation, then I get locked up, and then I become a felon. And I'm not talking about me, I'm just talking in general. So I have the right to vote prior to going in jail, but then I'm institutionalized and I'm in jail, so I don't have any rights when I'm in jail to vote. So the rights that I lost when I went in jail, how come I can't gain those rights when I come out of jail?
You see, the thing
That's
is,
another conversation,
that
I'm sure.
is another
but-
conversation for
Another
another
show.
day, and
But I'm
with
just
someone
curious.
who is well versed in that.
Okay.
But I would, from my understanding, basically, I would say that once you've lost that right, you chose to do the thing that you did in order to get into to be incarcerated. So you've already given up your rights, regardless. Once you've decided to commit this crime and you're incarcerated, those are circumstances. There are consequences that comes
Of
with
course.
that. So, like I said, maybe this is a conversation for another day with someone who is well versed in that,
Got it.
other than myself. But my thing is educating fathers when they do come out of jail how to get back with their children's, to be in their children's life. Teach them co-parenting skills. Teach them proper decorum, how to get to court, how to present themselves in court. Because I tell a lot of my fathers, you may have a great case as far as presenting yourself, but it's how you present yourself will give you the outcome of your case. So if you go in there and act like a knucklehead, like I tell most of them, I mean, you're going to expect the results you get, So if you go in there and respect the court, you're going to get better results. And I tell fathers that all the time. You wouldn't like someone to come into your household and disrespect you, so do not go into the courthouse and disrespect the judges or the commissioners.
I get it. Is there any? Do you have a contact
Yes,
information?
I do.
Where?
We are located at 2700 North Market Street in Wilmington, Delaware. It is at lower level where Wilmington Housing Authority is, the one-stop shop. That's where we are.
Okay.
And our number is 302-272-0678. We're there Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday.
And your hours one more time again? I'm
Our
sorry.
hours are from 9 to 5, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday.
Excellent. Thank you.
I think that's a great thing that she's doing. I just have a quick question for you. So do you see mostly a lot of turnaround with men's confidence when they come into there to see you?
Yes.
Because I know it feels like they're facing everybody on their back, everybody against the world on them. So do you see a lot of turnaround in their confidence?
Oh my God, do I ever. I've had several of our fathers write back or call us and say, we feel so empowered from what you've taught us.
That's good.
I had a gentleman that just came in and brought a card just to say thank you. You put a smile on my face because now I see my child more often. I had another guy email me, said, I felt so empowered by going to court and knowing my rights. You see, and that's the thing. A lot of fathers don't think they have rights in court, and they do. They have just as much right as moms. But a lot of mothers try to, manipulate the system. I'm a mom. Try to manipulate the system because they feel that fathers don't know it and they don't have rights. But they do. They have just as equal rights. And I think my fathers need to know this, in order to move on with their kids.
So Stephen, as a father, as a Omega man, you have information about Norfolk State University? You can share?
Thanks for having me, Steve.
You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, so I am a proud member of Norfolk State alumni. We are trying to raise some scholarship funds for one of our fundraisers and leadership conference that's coming up. So Norfolk State Alumni Chapter here in Delaware, we got together and we decided to have a HBCU cabaret reunion party. Now what that is we're going to have a cabaret, BYOF, which is bring your own food. Absolutely. Old school music. It's going to be for a mature crowd, a mature DJ. DJ Tim Dog is doing the music. So and it's not that it's just HBCU schools that we're inviting to come out and support us. We actually are asking all the universities, all the colleges from around the local area and everything to come out and support scholarship funds. Again, these funds are actually helping the kids in our community that want to inspire themselves or have aspirations to go to a higher education, a higher learning. So we take pride in that with Norfolk State, and we're asking that you come out and support and come out and do the just thing. So, and that's March 7th.
Okay.
March 7th at Belvedere Fire Hall. The function starts at 9 o'clock till 2. And I think that's about it on that.
Is there a
The-
fee?
The fee was $20 at the door,
Yes,
or
$20.
$20 for tickets. You can actually call Steve Taylor at area code 302-722-0275. Again, you can call Steve Taylor for the HBCU Reunion Cabaret Party at area code 302-722-0275. Another event that we're doing as far as Mega Man, and that I also take pride in, associated with New Upsilon chapter here in Delaware, we're actually throwing a talent hunt event on, which we do every year. And this talent hunt, we have a lot of great, skilled young people that's from all the high schools in the area. And they come out and they display their drama, their vocals, their singing. And we also give scholarship money and grant money away every year to all these kids. And it's a great event. If you haven't been to one, please come out. That event is actually on February 28th at the end of the month at Wilmington High School. It starts at 4 o'clock p.m.
Awesome.
Get your tickets, pay at the door. It's only $5 at the door for adults, $3 for 12 and under.
Okay.
Great event. Come on out and support the kids that's putting their talent on the line to also grab some money for scholarship and scholarship and grants.
That's wonderful.
Thank you. You see, Wilmington, we are here for you, and there's a lot of events that's coming up, and it's for the youth. So we would, and for adults as well, and we would just like you to just tap into some of these resources to help you to become successful or to enhance your success. At this time, I'm gonna go to a commercial. Thank you. Welcome back. This evening we are having a great time giving you information, or giving the community information from our leaders. This time we have the Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated here. The lovely ladies of Zeta Phi Beta Incorporated are here, and they have information for you I'm sure is powerful, and I thank you for coming. Welcome to the show. Can you please introduce yourselves?
Yes, sir. My name is Tammy Storr, and I am the current president of the Epsilon Rosetta chapter of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated.
And my name is Michelle Mack-Williams. I'm the first vice president of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated, Epsilon Rho Zeta chapter.
And my name is Curie Lawrence, and I am the past president, but presently serving as the 60th anniversary committee chair.
Excellent. And Zeta Phi Beta, Wilmington, Delaware. So that's awesome to me because that means that you're a Greek, but you went to a college or university. I don't know whether it was HBCU or some of them call them PWIs, but it's just good that you went to a college and our youth need to see that. Can you tell me what it is that you all are doing?
Well, I'll give you a little brief history about Zeta Phi Beta. We were founded on the campus of Howard University, of course, January 16th, 1920 by 5 dynamic women with the encouragement of the Brothers of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. During the 1920s, as you know, it was a time of the Great Depression. And our organization really is focused on providing service to those in need. So we continue that tradition as the Epsilon Rho Zeta chapter. As Curie indicated, we were chartered on September 15th, 1955. So we will be having our 60th anniversary. We've been 60 years of serving the Wilmington community. We are very excited about that. One of the things that we have coming up is we also are providing scholarship opportunities. One of our charter members was Catherine Betsy Lou Ross, and she was a charter member, of course, of our chapter. She was dedicated to her family. She was dedicated to her church, which was Bethel AME, which is located in Wilmington. And she was also dedicated to Zeta. In order to honor her as an educator, we have a high tea every year. And I'll let Michelle tell you a little bit about our high tea.
So this year is our 9th annual Catherine B. Ross High Tea, in which we honor a community partner, and we have 5 honorary chairs. And some of our honorary chairs this year is Kenneth Gatson, who's the president of Phi Beta Sigma LDS. And then we have Sherry Dorsey Walker, she's a councilwoman. And then we have
Charlotte
Barnes, who's the past president of Delta Sigma Theta, Wilmington chapter. And we also have Nora, I don't know how to say Nora's last name, but she's the director of the health
cancer outreach
at
Christiana.
And we're going to be also honoring 3 scholarship recipients. We have a scholarship which is named for Catherine B. Ross, and it's the person has to be an education major. So we're honoring 2 education majors this year, and we also give away a general scholarship.
Awesome. What grades as far as the education major? I mean, is it?
They have to be matriculating in a 4-year college.
Oh, really? Awesome. Miss Lawrence.
Yes.
How are you?
Good. How
Welcome
are you?
to the show.
Well, thank you.
I know Miss Lawrence from an administrator in the Brandywine School District, and I'm excited that you're an administrator in the Brandywine School District as well. So I thank God for you because I know that you all have some tough decisions to make in the school district. But as far as your education component of Zeta Phi Beta, or did I say it correctly, Zeta Phi Beta?
Zeta Phi Beta,
Okay.
yes, sir.
In this community, what are you all doing as far as the Zetas in the community and other scholarships? I know you're saying the high tea. Is there something else that you may be doing?
Well, we have a youth component that we work with, and those are young ladies from the ages of 4 to 18. And Michelle is our youth coordinator, and I'll let her tell you a little bit about some of the programming that we do for our youth young ladies.
So our youth affiliates, they start out at 4 to 8. They're prolettes, and then we have girls who are in middle school who are 9 to 13, and then we have girls who are age 14 to 18 who are arcanets. We have workshops. They have workshops every month.
Okay.
We meet at the YMCA on Kirkwood Highway, and we have facilitators who come in, as well as my sorors, who teach on a variety of subjects.
They also do service projects, which is
Lots
very
of community
big.
service.
You know, that's one of our principles, scholarship service, sisterly love, and fraternal womanhood. Our high tea kind of hits on all of those, but we really try to instill in our young ladies that they can do amazing things. We have a couple sorors that came in and did some STEM workshops with them because we really want our young ladies to understand that they can be whatever they want to be, and we provide that support to them. We also have a Miss Royal Blue Review debutante ball that we do a year of, and these young ladies go through a year of mentoring. They go through a year of workshop. Curie Lawrence does a great job of doing college readiness. So we're really trying to prepare our young ladies for what go beyond high school.
How can we as HBCU Delaware Coalition work with you all? How can you all work with the HBCU Delaware Coalition? Because one of the things I like to see happen is we connect dots. Because again, in numbers there's power, and just connecting dots so that our youth could see what you all are doing, and we could just publicize it. A lot of times we don't hear about the Zeta Phi Beta in our school districts. How can we collectively come together and get you all to even go throughout the district to show what Zeta Phi Beta is all about?
Well, I think that we as an organization in Wilmington, we have such a strong following presently because of all the outreach programs that we do. And we don't just limit ourselves to working with our youth, but we affiliate ourselves with all the other Greek organizations. We affiliate ourselves with nonprofit groups that are doing great things within the community, and we participate in those things. We've worked with the Food Bank, we work with the YWCA. We try to work in places where our connection is specifically to women in the community, but also addressing the needs of all those who kind of reach out to us. So I think when you talk about a partnership possibility of what we can do with HBCU, specifically I think is that outreach to youth, because right now there's a critical time in our community. You know, we have children as educators and non-educators where we're seeing that Wilmington is becoming quickly a rising spot on the United States market, meaning that people are looking at us and noticing that our youth, because of our population density, are the most critical in need. And I think that what you're addressing as collaborating of nonprofit groups and looking together how we as people of color, how can we address the community? So I think within our independent events and plans, us coming together and supporting each other's events, but also doing that service piece that we're actually going out and speaking to young people in Wilmington, that we're addressing those needs. And I think everyone you had here today spoke specifically to those gaps. And I think collectively, if we start, you know, really unifying our organizations, that's going to lead us into really developing our youth and engaging them in positivity.
I know that August Quarterly Committee, they have a big event at the end of the summer. Do you think, and last year, we set up tables for the HBCU community to come down. Wasn't that many, but we did have like Florida A&M, Norfolk State, Delaware State, Cheney to come together. I was wondering if somehow we can get you all's organization to join in with the August Quarterly celebration and just come down, wear your Zeta Phi Beta paraphernalia. And just even with an HBCU day I'm working on for this summer, hopefully we can get to Riding Square, where you all come out and the community begins to see all of us working together, because I don't think that our youth are seeing how much we can impact the community and how much we care about them collectively.
And I think that's the critical point, is that we're all working in isolated pockets doing great things in the community. And you know, we've worked with Black Achievers, and that was a great connection for us to work with inner city youth. So certainly I think there's work to be done.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
You asked how can people see what we do. We're having the high tea. It's March 8th. It's at the Hotel DuPont.
March 8th at the Hotel DuPont, the high tea.
The high tea.
Excellent. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I mean, we have another event, but I think forgetting about the event, looking at, you know, where we can work in partnership with you.
Yes, I would love to. I am working so hard of trying to build an HBCU community. And when I say HBCU, it's not just Historically Black College and University, a community where we who have skills can come back to the community and impact our community and get our kids some of these skills that we have.
Yes, sir.
Because any college you went to, when you go back to that college homecoming, you talk about things. It's just like the last time you were there. I thank you all for coming on.
Thank you so much.
I am so motivated. I appreciate you all. And I thank you all for all that you do in the lives of people. I will be asking you to come back on.
Thank
all right?
you.
And I'm going to support the high tea.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you all for coming on the show. Thank you all for looking at the show. And I ask that you tune in again on the third Thursday. By the way, tomorrow evening at 5 o'clock, HBCU Delaware Coalition is hosting a membership drive meet and greet at the Westin Hotel, the Westin Wilmington. So if you can come on out, come on. If it's too cold, I understand. Have a great evening.